leaders, thanks again for what you do. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being willing to put yourself and your time and your talents into leading other people. I appreciate it so much. In this video, I want to talk about the third weekly win of being a Revision House Group's house leader. And this one is probably the most intense and even the most subjective of them. It's pray with and for anyone who needs care and take steps to address their need, including notifying our staff. So pray with and for anyone who needs care and take steps to address their need, including notifying staff. And that's a mouthful and it's a jumble and it's a whole lot. But what I mean by pray with and for is pray with them right there. Like if somebody expresses a need for care, it's like the super Christian-y cliche thing to be like, oh yeah, we'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Oh yeah, I'll be praying for that. And then we either forget to pray for them or we remember later that we were supposed to pray for them, but we don't have a lot of time. So then we're just like, oh God, yeah, I pray for Phil and his need. And we just throw it out there like that. But you know, and I know, every single one of us has experienced this. It is a profoundly different experience to have someone say, let me pray for you right now. To have someone come alongside us in a moment where we have need, whether it's a big need, like something significant, somebody's sick or dying, or we're sick, or we're in the hospital, or something huge has happened in our lives, or whether it's just a small thing like, hey, I got this cold, I'm really sick of it, or hey, I got a job interview, I don't even know if I want that job, but can you pray for me? No matter what it is a profoundly different experience spiritually and emotionally for us to have someone put their arm around us and say, let me pray for you right now. So that's what I mean by pray with. Pray for means put them on a prayer list. No matter what the prayer request is, we believe at Revision Church that prayer works. And if we fail at anything, I refuse to let that be prayer. And so put it on a prayer list and get it out. Get it out to the small group or the whole church, depending on the level of the need and the level that they want it communicated at. But make sure that you pray with them and that you pray for them, that you send it out so people are praying for them throughout the week, because we believe God answers prayer. And then the next step when someone expresses a need for care is to take a step to address that need. And that need might be simple, it might just be prayer. That might be the only thing they're asking for. Or if they have a family member in the hospital and they can't cook, it might be meals, and we can set up a meal train. Or if they need counseling, if we have a marriage that's in crisis, and guess what? If you do this long enough, you will absolutely have a marriage that's in crisis in your group. And if you find that out, then we got to take steps to meet people where they're at in their crisis. This is what biblical leadership looks like. It's not always easy. In fact, it's often really, really hard and really, really messy. And it's why you're in this job and not somebody else. It's why you got asked to do this, because I see in you the ability to wade into people's messes with them. And this is a really, really fun thing to do a lot of the time, but when we wade into messes, it's just really, really messy and it's really, really hard. But I'm trusting you to start taking the initial steps to help people out and to notify staff as needed. There are times when people are in the hospital, maybe they're having surgery, and they don't tell me or they don't put a prayer request in, and unless I see them that Sunday and have a conversation with them, and I'm going to be really honest with you guys, on Sundays I am zoomed into new people. I'm trying to reach our first-time guests first and foremost, because I want to be accessible to new people so that we can keep chasing this outward-focused vision of helping people who don't know Jesus meet Jesus, and helping people who do know Jesus follow him fully. And so sometimes I don't know needs unless you tell me needs. So you're on the front lines. Please, 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 as needed, let us know. And if there's a situation that gets messy and you're just not sure how to wade in, let me know. I am accessible to you in this role in a way that I'm not accessible to the entire church, that I'm not always accessible to everybody, but I will drop everything for you in this role. Because this is such a key, such a critical role to helping move people forward, to helping Revision be the kind of community that we want it to be, to helping fulfill this vision God has given us of being like a community that does life together, that grows together, that follows Jesus fully together, that experiences transformation together. And so I'm accessible to you. Please, please let me know if there's need. As there's need, let our staff know how we can come alongside you and help you take steps to meet that need. But house groups are the front lines. This is frontline care. As people have need, as they reveal needs in group, which is a vulnerable thing for them to do, but the closer your group gets and the longer you do life together, the more they're going to reveal needs. As they do that, I want you to pray with them, pray for them. Make sure that prayer request gets out to the appropriate number of people, whether it's a small group, the whole house group, or the whole church, or the church prayer team. And then take the initial steps to start meeting whatever that need may be, whether it's just prayer, whether it's getting them hooked up with a counselor, whether it's getting them hooked up with a mentor, whether it's fixing their house, whether it's bringing them meals, whatever that is. Start taking the initial steps, and please notify our staff as needed, as necessary. And if you're confused about how to help, or if you need help helping, let us know so that we can come alongside you in this role, and we can make sure that every single person at Revision gets cared for and prayed for well. We don't want to fail at that. And so every single week you win if you kind of wade into the mess of this and pray with and for people who need care, and then take steps to address their need, including notifying staff. Thank you. This is one I just humbly, I cannot thank you enough for standing in bold relief against the backdrop of a broken world, for wading into people's mess, and for just standing on the front lines, for the front lines of caring for people, for our people in their moments of need and in their brokenness that are inevitable in this shattered world. Thank you for doing that.